Hola amigos, welcome back. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Wish I could say I was. Well, no I am. What? Why would I start? Sorry, I shouldn't have started the video on such a negative note. So welcome back, let's get right into it. The Duchy of Saxe-Lauenburg, the rightful emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. Now, yes, we didn't do a whole lot of exciting things in the previous episode, unfortunately. The circumstances just did not permit us. But I left the previous episode, just a small recap. First of all, Ulrich Rog Wilhelm Askanier, his mother, was a Hohenzollern, from the former Duchy of Brandenburg, the former Duke Elector, from the family, the dynasty of Hohenzollern. And so he has ascended to the throne. He had a weak claim, and we now have 30 legitimacy. Oh god, that red, the colour red is just ugly, isn't it? We struggled, yes, we struggled a little bit with technology in the previous episodes, so we're just sort of playing a little bit of catch up. We're ahead of time with military, which is always nice. It's always nice to be ahead of time in the military department, but we do need to get our ideas. Now, I was thinking, I gave it some thought overnight, and I would really like to... I say I gave it thought, but now, looking at it, with a fresh set of eyes, I'm sort of thinking otherwise now. No, I'm thinking diplomat... No, we did say, well, at the beginning, I did say that a military idea first would give us that edge over our enemies. Particularly, I said particularly against Brandenburg, because they have Prussian ideas, but no, bugger that, they're gone to the wind, so, I don't know, I'll give it thought when it pops up, because then the pressure's there. We have some Brandenburgian separatists at the ready. We're going to let them fire, because that'll be the third time, has announced Saxe-Lauenburg. Okay, Brunswick, I'm happy with that. That'll be the third time, and Magdeburg, okay. Yeah, everyone's pretty angry with us in the HRE, for obvious reasons. Ooh, the Shadow Kingdom lives. That's interesting. But yeah, so Pomerania took Berlin and Uckermark back from Brandenburg. They had separatists. Magdeburg took Potsdam. They had separatists. We took Altmark and Ruppen. We will have separatists. So Brandy Wandy is not happy about the idea of fading away into nothing. So we will humour her, give her false hope, swing on in, and crush her accordingly. So yeah. Now we're sort of just watching this war as well. Sweden declared their independence, which is just fantastic for us, because Denmark had warned us. Their power base is waning. Hopefully, they were at +4 before. Sweden was at +4 before. And as I said in the previous episode, I think that this war will go on for quite some time. There will be a little bit of a gridlock. Who are you at war with? Nassau, attacking. Mainz. Yeah, you've got a militarist, so you're wanting everything. Wow, grumpy. But look at you. You are you know where to expand, and you're being sensible, which is great for us, because you're our ally and you have no interest in Bavaria and Austria. Not sure why, but smart move. Very smart move on your behalf, Giri. Alright, here we are. National ideas. Choosing the direction of a country is going to take its... Oh, wait, what? Sorry? Choosing the direction a country is going to take is perhaps the toughest choice a ruler will ever face. Well... national ideas are the concepts that will shape our country for years to come. Cool. God, just, yeah. I love it. I love the script. Good on ya. Alright, do we go down... Do we go down the diplomatic route? Because we are eventually going to have to start getting electors on our side, aren't we? The whole aim of this is to become the Holy Roman Emperor, so maybe we go down... Well, let's leave it for a bit. I don't think we're going to... Let's leave it for a bit. What's the point, really? We could just do it now. But yeah, I think I want to leave admin alone because clearly we are lagging behind. I don't want to pick up an admin idea and then go, ooh, that's a nice idea. Yeah, I'll just get that. I would like to get economic ideas. But the thing is that once we take over, God, even if we just took over Lubeck, we would be fine. Financially, we would be fine. Even now. We've got a fort running. Do we have an advisor? No, we don't. That's a good leader. I'm happy with that leader. Or, sorry, I keep calling him Gore. Well, I like it that way. That's his name. It's my name for him. So, yeah, I don't know. Do we go military? Do we go quality? I do like quality. I love quality. And I do like aristocratic as well. As I said, I think in the first episode, aristocratic is just sort of like a hodgepodge mix of all three idea groups. That's why I like it. You know, you get that monthly autonomy change, the absolute is... Ooh. Maybe we go aristocratic. There's probably no real logic in it, is there? Though that military technology costs reduction is nice. I like that. I don't know. Really, I don't. Go defensive. You want to go defensive? Morale of armies, land leader maneuver, maintenance modifier. Oh, bugger it. We're gonna... No, not trade. Not trade. Not yet trade. But we're going diplomatic. Forget it. I know what you're saying, and I'm not even really utilizing my... You're losing now. Or at least you're sort of in a... As I said, a gridlock. Poland's fighting hard. You have Muscovy to deal with. Yeah, God, I want to jump in on this. I want to help out. I want to be a part of the Swedish independence war. Or, alternatively, we can... Because we sort of spoke of... And we were just waiting on Poland to bitch out. How many favours do we have with Bohemia? 10. We do have 10. But you are at war. So we're going to have to let you finish off your tiny little war with your tiny little... You spread yourself thin. I hate to think how many troops, how many citizens of the Kingdom of Bohemia have been lost to attrition thanks to Jiri's military prowess, or lack thereof. God, you poor thing. Oh, German traditions. Oh. I didn't realize that we got a little 10% combat infantry ability. I like that. I like playing as a German state. They're fun. I wish I knew more about it. Oh, and you've got rebels. Pretender rebels. Oh, did you have that event that fires? Oh, this might work out beneficially for Sweden. No, it probably won't because Muscovy's just going to come and bitch slap everyone. What's your technology at anyway? 6. You're at 6 too. Okay. Fair enough. 556. 666. 666. Do you have any colonies going yet? No, you don't. Okay, so yeah, as per usual, I know I did make the comment that we are gaining our independence in the sense that we can sort of make our own decisions now without. Yeah, again, Denmark is still willing to join. I really wish Denmark wouldn't join, but this is the reality of things, isn't it? So we'll just have to leave it and we'll see how we go. Yeah, let's have a look around. I know a couple episodes ago I talked about, let's have a look at the different map modes. I think I did religious and technology, and that was it. I didn't even bother with the rest of it. So, yeah, I suppose trade first of all. Now, I did make the comment that I was sort of wowed by how little Hamburg had, and that's because I forgot that they're transferring trade power to Lübeck, so the -50. So in there, and that accounts for Bremen as well, and I think Dithmarschen is also in the trade league. No, they're not. But regardless, yeah, all you need, and so Hamburg has a coastal centre of trade, so +10 trade power, and then he's got the estuary +10. God, I want these cities. I want these free cities? Bad. Because they would be an absolute boon to our empire. So, yeah, we're going to have to just keep our eyes peeled. And keep our wits about us. God, I can't wait for Poland to just drop out. You're gonna be far too stressed out. And you're a militarist too. That's good for me. I hope you bitch slap Pomerania a bit, although you might become a little bit too blobby for my liking. So, yeah. We'll just leave it. God. Bohemia. You split that up, for Christ's sake. It's painful. I don't even reckon 18,000 or 20,000 men could fit in here. Just split it up. God, your attrition is just... It's hurting me looking at Glory Seeker. So, yeah, we'll just have to monitor things closely and see how things go. England is making progress on Ireland. It's nice to see. Oh, God. I do like playing in Ireland. I've done it once or twice before. I've formed Ireland. Never got luck of the Irish. No. As I've made apparent, 90%. Keep our eyes peeled there. And it said it was going to be 12,000, so we'll just duck ourselves a little over the force limit, and we'll deal with them when they fire. But yeah, Ireland is a fun country. Anyway, back to the map modes. Sorry. So yeah, we've only really got Bohemia. But who does Bohemia have? I hate this. Yep, and France, just Scotland and Aragon, and the Papal States, and oh wait, no, that is the Papal States there. Okay. What about our enemies? Yeah, it's this little tiny block of alliances that is shitting me up the wall. Hey. Oh no. Never mind. Never mind me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So the yellow is warnings. Okay. Friesland. East Frisia. Who are your allies? Pomerania and Gelder. And Dithmarschen. It's a bit sad. It's a nice war though. Aesthetically pleasing. If wars can be aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, again, still no Reformation. Armenia's free. It is too. I'd love to see you make some progress. Look, you're Coptic, aren't you? Yeah, Coptic. And you're Orthodox. Yeah, I don't know. I'm always interested in the Caucasus. Because I'm hoping that one day, you know, there's always that little sort of... Oh, God, no, the Ottomans have solidified themselves pretty comfortably here, haven't they? As per usual. But yeah, one day I'd like to see one of those rogue AIs, you know, go absolutely ballistic and you know, the circumstances are just right for them to flourish. Armenia, ideally, you know. Yeah, I like seeing the downtrodden make progress. I like to see Albania. Wait, that's not... It's that one. Yeah, okay. I was just about to say, I'm like, I always find it sad when Venice takes over Albania. But yeah, Ottomans, I hope you have a rough time. I really do. I don't want you to... So you're still allied with Tunisia, if you will. Anyway, so yeah, no religion. Let's check out our aggressive expansion. She's pretty ugly. You, Ottomans, never anything, is it? Wait, why are you doing that? Wallachia. Yep, nothing. Fuck, I hate that. I mean, they don't cop any aggressive expansion whatsoever. Rightful claims and blah blah blah. I don't like it. I do not like it. Who else is at risk? England, actually? That'd be an interesting one. What's your AE looking like? Yeah, again, any of the big ones. Mind you, we still need to be aware that we started with one province, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 7 provinces now. We have grown 7 for Sweden. That's a beautiful sight. You're a beautiful Scandinavian country, and I wish you the best. Can I give you condottieri? No, I can't. I'd like to give you condottieri. Condottieri? Whatever. But we can't. Norway, I'd like to see you break free. But yeah, it might be... Oh no, you're losing. But Jesus, you made headway on whatever this peninsula is called. And what about you, Poland? Actually, Magdeburg, come on, keep our eyes peeled. God, what is it? What is it? Poland is in debt and war exhaustion. Defensive war plus 30. What interest do you have in Magdeburg? You shouldn't care. I know I wouldn't. There they are. Brandy Wandy. I'm sorry, lovey, but you're going to have to 3, 2, 1. And what are you? 2, 2, 2. Ah, that's alright. I guess. What is the other whore? It's a popular name, I hear, in the Duchy of Saxe-Lauenburg. Now we want that extra fire. Shock, sorry. Shock. Measure the amount of casualties the unit will inflict. In the shock phase of combat, the amount depends in part on the offensive shock value of the attacking units and the defensive shock value of the defending units. Yeah, the attacking units and defending units. I never really... I don't pay too much attention to the finicky. Oh, come on. Come on. Let's see how we go here. Wait, we took a... Why? There is no river crossing between Altmark and... There is none. And we're going to lose this. Oh, there you go. Spectacular loss on our behalf. Get out of there. Fucking hell. You have been a thorn in the side for everyone around you, Brandy. Oh, what do I do? This is where I consolidate and then... Oh god, I hate this. I do hate this, honestly. Just take it the fuck over. Whatever. I don't care. Sorry. Excuse me. And then we just wait, I guess. We'll wait for them to come to us. Unless you go over to Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Go on. Trot over to Magdeburg. Enforce your... Ooh, a brilliant diplomat. One young man in our diplomatic corps has distinguished himself significantly. He is a truly gifted individual and utterly loyal to Saxe-Lauenburg. Oh, and that's what I love to hear. Believe me, I love hearing utter loyalty. Our nation will benefit from his work for a long time. He can serve God. No. You fool. What purpose could you possibly serve as a clergyman? This is good news. 85, 10 years. Wow, don't mind if I do. This is good news. Alright, I'll just, let this run. Oh, God. Why Lüneburg? What? You don't... That's okay. You've got that there, so... You know what I'm gonna do? Should we let it tick one more time? Yeah, one more. Yeah, there we go. And then... There we are. I hate dealing with them. So... We'll consolidate you, we'll disband our... And we took a loan. Fuck. A loan. Really? Well, at least the rebels are dealt with. In their spectacularly... It's because you're losing. That's why you'll accept. It's because you're losing. What are the chances that we could come back from this? Oh, God, it's looking a bit sore, isn't it? But Poland, you're doing quite well against, well, I mean, you're fending them off. And that's 22. And look how close they are. They'll call me in relatively soon, won't they? Do want the royal marriage because we don't have a consort. That's gonna kind of suck, considering our... Wait, what's the yeah, -7. So how much will it reduce? Oh, only by 2. Only by 2. Having 2 royal marriages will have the following effects. Yep. Because I don't want to get into... Not that we would get in the same position, because this Wilhelm is 17, whereas 0... thanks. Oh, it's the consort. Ulrika! I guess the Ascaniers have a thing for the Ul line. The Ul name, the female prefix, I suppose is the right term. Is it? I don't know. Who does know? Most people would know. I just simply don't. Yeah. Okay, so they're taking back Nord... What is it? Kolding. Oh. Sorry, it's the one up there in Nordirland. I did make the comment because I want to avoid dealing with a lack of princes, that I wouldn't mind expanding further up into Denmark. And then sort of just using my power base here to sort of push our way down. But it is non-accepted culture. We don't accept Danish. We never will! Well, maybe we will. I don't know. I do hate doing this. What is the negative modifiers for having... so it's in the same culture group, and tax modifiers, manpower modifier, and sailors modifier. Yeah, it's that sailors modifier that really gets me. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. I don't want to... And we're losing money. Do we just call off that? Has the jousting tournament finished? It has. And we're already losing. Or it's already at decaying rate. 41 though, that's good, isn't it? If I was going... Should I? No. No, I don't need another general, so don't worry about me. I'm just talking schmack. Do we pump in some... Do we use our military points for increasing our legitimacy, or do we just sort of let it increase? I don't know, there's a lot of things that I would like to happen to us. I'd like to get 50 so that we could get the Bless ruler, or actually beatify local state, no, saint, sorry. That is nice, but they did bump it up to 100 papal influence as opposed to 50 previously. But there is one here for legitimacy, is there not? Yeah, there we are. Grant indulgence for sins. We wouldn't mind getting that. Wouldn't mind getting some more land too. That'd be nice. God, Poland, come on, bitch out. Be better if... Oh, you finished up your war here. Did you get... No, you didn't get Bamberg. And that was your point, wasn't it? You wanted to get Bamberg. Right? Isn't that who you were at war with? Wurzburg? Or was it Mainz? Oh, I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But you were also at war with Anhalt for a very long time, and you never got what you wanted. Excuse me. My apologies. So, you know, Bohemia, you're better suited being our ally, our punching bag, so to speak. Burgers, really? Why the stability hit? Conflicts and protests over taxes, corporations, trade and custom policies are becoming quite frequent, and could result in a sharp drop in our industrial production if we don't handle the situation carefully. I guess we'll abolish a tax. I mean, that would be the... Well, actually, the right thing to do as a despotic monarchy would be to execute troublemakers. But I'm not willing to take the stab hit, and I'm willing to take a loan. Actually, how long can we leave this? If we drop this down as far as we can go, fuck off the maintenance. How much money can we make in... Let's see if we can get close so we don't have to take another loan. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And we want to just get a little bit of manpower dripping into our stack there. Just a little bit. So, yeah, okay, we'll just sort of play it by ear, we'll see how we go. Now, in the previous episode I talked very briefly about how... Oh, there's a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. Apologies. Oh, God. Sorry, that would have been really loud. I bumped my mic and everything. Oh, sorry. I know how annoying that is. Anyway, yeah, so we talked about how one of the dukes, post the Golden Bull kerfuffle, one of the dukes had pawned off land in Saxe-Lauenburg to repay debts. Well, I looked up, as I said, I think I made the comment as well, you know, history is all about names and dates. That's all it is. It's nothing else. And now I have the names and dates. So in 1370, John II, his fourth successor, Eric III of Saxe-Burgdorf-Moln. Now, I don't know if you recall correctly, but I made the comment that Saxe-Burgdorf-Moln was the elder of the Lauenburg lines, elder of the Askinia dynasty. And then there was Saxe-Burgdorf-Ratzburg. No, Saxe-Lauenburg-Ratzburg, or Ratzburg-Lauenburg, whatever. And that was the younger line, the younger Lauenburg line, Askanias, again. So yeah, in 1370, John II's fourth successor, Eric III. So John II was the son of John I, who had resigned many years ago in when was it? It was 1296. So yeah, by 1370, his son, John II, the fourth successor. No, sorry. God, every time I do this, I never get it right because I'm always fucking around with the names. And oh, actually, we'll abolish that tax now. Let's do something a little bit more tangible. Bump our maintenance. We'll just go halfway. And I do like the I like reducing our the decay here, because if we didn't, it would be, yeah, well, anyway, slow it down as much as we can. Anyway, look, it doesn't matter. The names and all that don't matter, because you're not going to remember it. Clearly, I'm not remembering it. So anyway, he pawned what's called a Herrschaft. I'm ruining the German language. I apologize to all the Germans I know, and I do know a few. Beautiful people, beautiful people. Yeah, so he pawned the Herrschaft of Burgdorf, which would have been somewhere around here, because if I recall correctly, looking at the map, Burgdorf was another city. So half the Saxon wood. I mean, this is all wood area, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so some of this. Anyway, so he, as I had stated previously, he had pawned off some land to Lübeck in return for, what is this? 16,262.5 Lübeck marks. I love how specific that is. The acquisition included much of the trade route. I mentioned this in the previous episode as well. Included much of the trade route between Hamburg and Lübeck, thus providing a safe passage for freight between the cities. So, I mean, essentially what happened. Oh, is the war done? And you're still under your personal union. Bugger! It's a bit shit, isn't it? And you got a Wittelsbach as an heir. You've got Wittelsbach? Isn't that Bavarian? Oh, I don't know what the hell's going on here. What a dynastic mess. Yeah, so Saxe-Lauenburg sort of lost its influence in the region because it had sold off areas of land in the duchy that really sort of gave it its edge. I mean, it was no free city. It was no major urban area, but it still had some significance, and that was sort of diminished in 1370 when Eric III sold off this land. So the city of Lübeck and Eric III had stipulated that, upon his death, Lübeck would be entitled to take the possessions of the pawned areas until his successors could repay the debt. And simultaneously exercise the repurchase of Mölln, contracted in 1359, altogether amounting to the then enormous sum of 26,000 Lübeck marks. I don't know what the exchange rate for Lübeck marks and ducats were at the time, but yeah, it just sounds a bit interesting, doesn't it? It does. It's very interesting. So, yeah, and then in 1401, Eric III died without issue, as in he didn't not have an heir to succeed him, and so the Lauenburg elder line was thus extinct, in the male line anyway. So what happened, and this is the most fascinating part as well, was that his second cousin, Eric IV of Saxe-Lauenburg, the younger line of the Ascanias, took over, essentially. Yeah, so Eric IV supported his sons Eric, later Eric V, and John. Funny. It's kind of like the Rohr situation. They love reusing the names, don't they? Medieval Europe just loved using the names over and over and over again. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, so what happened was Eric IV, so Eric III's son, he got all imperialistic on his neighbours' asses, Brandenburg, Lübeck, and Hamburg. And so what he tried to do was he tried to forcefully take the lands back that his father had sold off without repaying the debt. And then as a result, Lübeck acquiesced for the time being. However, 19 years later, in 1420, Eric V attacked Prince Elector Friedrich of Brandenburg. It sounds like he had the militarist trait. Because in a 20-year period, he had, sort of muscled his way around his neighbours, which I think is just so fascinating, because it's getting up to the time when we took over, Bernhard took over, which I thought was pretty interesting. So yeah, in 1420, Eric V attacked Friedrich I of Brandenburg, non-existent, and so Lübeck, allied with Hamburg in support of Brandenburg, stormed the Bergdorf and conquered Bergdorf, which was another sort of settlement along the Elbe River, which was under the control of the Ascaniers at the time. Super funny. Not really funny, but yeah, it's just interesting to see, even then, super opportunistic, tried to gain a little bit of land, and then of course it was an utter failure. And so I will go through some more of the facts, but essentially what happens is the Duchy of Saxe-Lauenburg sort of faded away into nothingness. Not really nothingness. No, I shouldn't say that, because it had a pretty pivotal role in the Reformation era. So when we get to the Reformation, which should be, let's get some time passing here, because we're only at 1477, and we're already up to episode 6, is it? So yeah, let's try and get the Reformation to happen. Wouldn't mind supporting your independence. Probably not going to happen. But let's look at getting some alliances, shall we? And then we'll come back to the little half-assed history lessons in time to come. But I do find them fascinating. And are you back? No. You Please tell me it's another attack. No, defender. Oh no, Anhalt is defending. Yeah, so the second Bohemian conquest. And you don't have any allies this time, so Bohemia will indeed pick up Anhalt. Oh, isn't that nice to see? You finally learned the pains of attrition. Anyway, so let's look around for an alliance, shall we? God, your only alliance is with Magdeburg? Isn't that just convenient for us? Aren't we just in a position of great maneuverability? Again, Bohemia, stop going to war so that we can use you. You're proving yourself to be a relatively... Oh god, I thought that was Austria for a second. I was about to say. Renata. Sicilia. Is everyone still voting for... Bohemia is voting for Bohemia, of course. Why wouldn't he? So we've still got Cologne, we've still got Bohemia. I don't want to get too many alliances, because it does sort of, we run the risk of so many defensive wars, getting called into so many defensive wars. Though that might not be the worst idea in the world, would it? Because then at least it's a little more interesting, and you never know what might happen. But let's build some let's build some goddamn claims around us, shall we? What do we got? Oh, bugger all! We've got nothing on Pomerania. So let's get in there, shall we? Let's get some claims going. I'm sorry, this is yet another... Did I take another loan? I did too. Bugger. This is yet another episode where we haven't done a huge amount of things. Sorry. But I did give you a little bit of history, which I know you're all fanatical about, I'm sure. The only reason why you've bothered to tune in, all of you, what is it? How many views have I got? Like 15? 15 people, I'd say, yeah, because I'm accounting for the times that I've watched them too. Yes, I'm sure you're all tuning in just to listen to me prattle on about Saxe-Lauenburg, the tiny little Duchy of Saxe-Lauenburg, and learning about all of the interesting figures of the Ascanier lineage. I say that sort of in jest, but I genuinely find it very fascinating, so my apologies. What do we do here? What do we do here? What do we do here? We need legitimacy, we know that much. Oh, bugger it all to hell. Let's get it out of the red. I don't like looking at that red. There we are, 38. Sorry. But that's okay, we're ahead of time. We've got the military points to spare. We just need to catch up on the rest. Do we get an advisor? I mean, we don't really need it. We're not really... our leader's pretty decent, isn't he? So I think we just leave it. Save the money. It's always nice having a little nest egg to sit on, just in case. I kind of want this episode to go a little longer. Maybe 10 more minutes or so. Just because I have the time. Well, I don't. That's a filthy lie. I mean, I said yesterday that I had submitted an assignment. I was very happy about that, but I have roughly about 8,000 more words to do in just under a week and a half. So, I'm enjoying myself, and I will continue to enjoy myself. So, yeah. I'll do those assignments in due course. They'll get done. Don't worry about me. Making a mental note to myself. Oh, we do have a claim on you. Ooh, this is nice. This is nice. Sorry, I don't know why I sounded like a... Should have gotten that extra tick there, but let's see. Even Cologne, even Cologne, if you were to join, I'd feel comfortable. I just don't feel comfortable with 7. I imagine you've got 7 or 8, and then God knows what Pomerania. I could just check the ledger to see how much they actually do have, but bugger it. Oh, we can still get that tick, can't we? Yes. I love that works. I really do. It's not logical, doesn't really make much sense, but I don't care. So long as it works in my favour. So, what is it? Are we at a deficit? We are. Yeah, we use 10 sailors. Bugger. So we are going to need a dock. But in due course, we will let him continue to protect trade. Speaking of which... Should we pop a edict here? Protect trade. Local trade power. 50%. Okay, let's just do a little bit of maths here. Even though I said I'm absolutely abysmal at math. But okay, our 30% of our income last month comes from trade. And so we're totaling at about... So our trade is worth 1.83, which is exactly how it should show here. 1.83. Okay, yep, 30th of April. Nice, that worked out well, didn't it? So we'll protect trade. So what was it? 1.83. Yep, 1.83. Tick of the month, 1.96. Okay, I'm happy with that. And even if we were to do it there, and even here, because I think, yeah, accepted culture and the autonomy really isn't as low as I would like it to be, but that's okay. That's quite alright. I want to pay off this loan too. I hate loans. Production research flawed. The new techniques in our production are rumoured to be flawed, and several leading nobles argue that we should discard them and go back to the old and tried methods. I'm doing an essay on the moment on protectionism and free trade, so this is quite interesting. Don't want to take that prestige hit. Also don't want to lose the admin points, so thanks. Don't know what to do here. Don't want to take the legitimacy hit. Don't want to lose any more prestige. So what we're going to do is lose the prestige. Rational thought there. Very, very, very nice. We're no longer the seat of the cardinal. He was loyal. He was loyal. That should be more emphasis. Oh, here it is. There's the event. A cardinal who had previously stayed in Lauenburg, close to our border, has now moved out of the nation entirely and shifted his allegiance to our neighbours. The Lubeckian agents who bribed him to betray us probably thought we would not notice their hand in the matter, but they were wrong. Yes, we've dealt with this before, haven't we? And I'm pretty sure it was Lubeck last time as well. Fuck you, Lubeck. A tad rude, aren't you? We did say we wanted the extra diplomat, but we are also lagging, so we'll leave it. We'll leave the ideas for a little bit. And if anyone is watching, and you can suggest a better idea to me that might be more beneficial to our wider aim, let me know, and I can abandon it and pick it up. So East Frisia. Bugger, East Frisia. I want claims on everything. So we'll take Oldenburg. Yeah, I wouldn't mind declaring on you. I really wouldn't mind. I wanted to declare a war today. Oh, I don't know why that was... sounded like a bloody yank there. I did want... But Poland. Oh. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. I don't care how confident I feel. 7, 9, there's 16 there. Just in our view. Just in our view. You know what? And I'll check the ledger, because I want to. So there's 16,000 troops purely from Brunswick and Magdeburg, and I'm sure their force limit is probably higher. So let's check Saxony. 16 plus 4, what's their force limit? 8. And then Poland. 18 and force limit of 41. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I want to. Like, believe me, I would love to, but I don't want to. I don't want to risk us. I do not want to risk us falling to the hands of Poland. They always do it as well because we were an OPM. Because we were an OPM. My apologies. All of our lands are recent acquisitions. They've all still got their rightful. Yep, Lauenburg still has their core there. Yeah, everyone still has their core, so they can ask us to release nations, and we could literally just drop back to nothing if things go awry. And they go awry. They always do. Trade dispute, trade dispute, trade dispute. Oh yeah, I said PPs. We want power projection. So what we can do, because our enemy is, so we're going to send you 22. Woo, woo. 5. You get 5 power projection from an insulting a rival. You only get it from the 1 though, I'm pretty sure. And who's our other rivals? Oh, we've got a lot. Well, let's test that theory, shall we? Yeah, we didn't get any. Yeah. But issuing embargoes. Issuing embargoes. So we're embargoing Hanover. We are not embargoing... but you're embargoing us, you rude prick. It's probably affecting our trade too, isn't it? Oh, look, as a free city. So issue embargo. And we will issue an embargo over the Duchy of Brunswick as well. So I will be damned. Let's repay this loan. Yes, we'll repay the loan. So yeah, interesting that the Shadow Kingdom is still within the Empire. That's going to give you, yeah, a whole heap of Imperial authority. It works well for us too if we take over. And the electors are shifting their priorities. That's nice to see. I mean, I don't want the HRE to be too fragmented by the time that we take over, but we'll see, won't we? Yes, yes, we will. So yeah, I'm just sort of hoping, in hopes that there is a war at the ready for us to jump in on. Speak of the devil, and he will come. Bohemia, how many do you have? 22, and you're still recovering. So, what are we looking at? 9. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. How could we pass it up? 16, so that's Brunswick and Dithmarschen. 16 plus, let's say another, what, 7, 8? Is that 20, 22? And how many's Pomerania got? You got to force them at 11. 31. We've roughly got the same amount. What's the tech difference looking like? Oh, fuck. God, we still look like that dehydrated urine colour. Hate that colour. Sorry. Oh, but you've got military tech 7. Oh, well. How could we pass this up? What's our AE looking like? 29, 30, 30. We could probably take 2 provinces. God, this would be such a good war, though. We could pick up on so much if we weren't limited on our aggressive expansion. Do I leave it there? Do I leave it there and then just... I might just do an immediate video to follow. Yeah, I might do that actually, because what we'll do is, yeah, we'll get ready. We'll get ready for this war. This is going to be a big one. Well, not a big one, but it'll be big enough to... It'll be our biggest war yet, I think. It won't be just a cakewalk for us. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for tuning in. I highly encourage you to tune in almost immediately after this, because I'm going to be doing this war. But I just want to keep the episodes at a relative length. A relatively common length, should I say. Alright, so, yes. Thank you for tuning in. Join in next time for when we ruin our enemies, particularly Pomerania. We want Berlin. Yes, we do. We want it. Bohemia doesn't even have a claim there, so we can just let them siege it down. And yeah, woo! Things are working out. I hope. We'll soon see. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it there. Anyway, thank you. Cheers. We'll see you soon.